Welcome back to the DFS Special. I'm your host, your DFS Jerusalem, coming to you live from the list. You got 150 entries, and then you're a shark, and I don't fuck with you. So there's too much good shit on here. This is the often imitated, never duplicated. I'm here with my lovely co-host. Thank y'all. Stay safe. Enjoy. I may have been calling in to work. You're gonna be in the running for the Snowflake of the year. Get your shit together with your Snowflake. I'm at the crib, man, and I'm just finishing up. Stop. Throw them bitches in the main. I'm telling you. You're gonna see the results, bro. You're gonna see it. This is what's really gonna help you out. You know how I feel about the home dogs. There's a lot of fight in the home dogs, and I really think a lot of shit to go over tonight. Who that? Squirrel and points over there. Player of the night. Get him in your lineups. Get him in there. And let's go get this one. Thursday. Let's go. And remember, in the sweatshop, we always keep it 300. Yo, what's going on? What's happening? This is the big homie, the DFS Jerusalem, and you can follow me, of course, on Twitter at DFS Jerusalem. We're going to be talking a little bit about what happened last night. Do's, don'ts, ins, outs, ways we went right, ways we went wrong. We're gonna chop it up. We're going to chop it up. And we're also going to be looking ahead to today's 5-game slate. It is a short dog. It's a shorty slate, but it's all good, man. It doesn't matter if it's 10 games or if it's 5 games. We're going to be a part of it, and we're going to go in and we're going to come out smelling like a rose. So let's go ahead and get to it. But well, first things first, I want to show you. All right, last night was okay. It was okay. I think what I do last night. Well, on FanDuel, I made a little something on FanDuel. I did. On DK, I had $60 in on DK. Ended up winning 53. On FanDuel, I had about like 24 invested and ended up winning 36. So I won a little bit on the evening. Did not have an overly profitable night. So those nights suck. A lot of it was due to some of the indie, and I thought that when AD went out, that boogie that didn't come to fruition. There was the Bradley Beal joint that was in all of my high dollar shit. I had Brad Beal in there. That was a wash. That wasn't a good one. So it was a tumultuous night. At one point during the evening, I tweeted out. I was like, yo, this tonight sucks. I'm like, this I'm gonna lose my entire buy-in. Was what I thought. But you know, lo and behold, man, then Porzingis going out really did hurt me. But then lo and behold, man, everybody made it up. Everybody made it up on the back end. So it ended up being a fairly decent night. This is last night's Elite 8. These are the dudes that went completely turkey Spider-Man ham. AG, Russ West, Ben Simmons, Embiid, Harden, Lowry, Andrew Wiggins, and Vic Oladipo was last night's Elite. Or no, I'm sorry, not Wiggins or Oladipo, because we had to put the homie in there, Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram was in there. He had 50. That's gonna knock down Oladipo. So it's Wiggins and Ingram. Those cats went off. So that was last night's Elite 8. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the feature for players of the night. These are the 4 most talked about, tweeted about guy in the DFS sweatshop, in the Facebook VIP, and as well as on Twitter. We're gonna start with the who dat scoring all them points over their player of the night. The homie Jordan Clarkson, man, in 36 minutes. The dude had 21 points, 6 boards, 8 assists, knocked down a couple of three-point shots, and scored 41 points. Now, I had a special interest in the homie Jordan Clarkson because one of the homies, man, really cool guys. This guy started with us in the sweatshop, Paulie D from over at the Wise Take family. One of their peeps was rolling with Jordan Clarkson, man, and was almost at the top of a tournament. And it was dope to see those guys have that success, man. So shout out to them. He didn't finish first place because I think he was gonna finish in first. I think so, but he didn't finish first. I think he finished third for like 15 racks, and that was solid, man. That's beautiful. That's dope. I love to see that. I don't care who you are. If you are a smaller indie site like we are, if you're like us, I want to see you win. I just don't want to see the motherfuckers at the top win. I don't fuck the 1%. So if you're a smaller guy like us and you're going out and you're doing what cats are doing what things that we're doing, I appreciate that. That's dope. It moves the industry closer. It pushes the culture forward. So shout out to them cats for the success they had over there. And also, we're gonna talk a little bit about some more too. Okay, so Jordan Clarkson, excellent, awesome play last night. The Who Dat scoring all them points over there play tonight. If you had them, I'm sure you enjoyed it. I'm sure you enjoyed it. Next guy we're gonna talk about is the how did I miss that play tonight? Now I the only motherfucker that missed this one. Well, we all missed this one. Ben Simmons, 9.7K, 66 DraftKings points. The dude went completely ham. 18 boards, 31 points, 4 assists in 41 minutes. Now, the funny shit about this is, and this I can tell you, this is gonna happen to us. Okay, this is gonna happen. This is what's gonna happen to us. Okay, cats are gonna be rested. They're gonna be rested, and they're gonna make it. The coaches and the coaching staff are gonna make it look like there's some injury in play. Because if you notice, Ben Simmons, oh, his elbow is inflamed. Oh, his elbow, he can't move his arm. He's gonna die. It's gangrene is settled, all gout, all of this shit, right? So he sits out a game and comes back the very next game and plays the fucking game of his life. So there was nothing really wrong with the dude. They just wanted to rest him. And that's the bullshit that they're gonna be doing, man, all season long. So when guys come, I see. Usually, I don't fuck with dudes. First game back off an injury, I gotta know for sure that I feel good about the cat, right? But then he comes back, next game goes ham, and that's how I missed that. Coming back in the first game from injury, I was a little squeamish on him. I just couldn't get there. I just didn't want to play Ben Simmons, and the dude went the fuck off, man. So shout out to you, Ben Simmons. You already how did I miss that play tonight? This guy we're gonna talk about is the heat check play tonight. Ooh. It's going to be Aaron Gordon, man. 44 minutes for Gordon. 40 points, 15 boards, 4 assists, 6 3-point shots made. I had 4 steals, a block. This dude filled up the stat sheet, man. Only turned the ball over once. And another shout out we got to give, man, because the homies, the DFS 5-pack, man. Shout out to them. Very solid observation there and grabbing up Aaron Gordon, man. If you had him, bro, killed it. Killed it. If you had him, you killed it. 78.75 DraftKings points. That was nuts. That was nuts. Aaron Gordon, man, salute to you, bro. You are the heat check play of the night. And the only way that we were on him were in some of our Orlando stacks. But other than that, man, who saw that? He was 3% owned on a 10-game slate. Dude was 3% owned and went ham. Awesome play was Aaron Gordon. He's heat check play tonight. Now we must do what we have to do, and we have to discuss this. You a motherfucking snowflake. Oh my God. TJ Warren. How could you go at 7.1K? 7.1K against the Detroit Pistons. 11 points you bring back. You a motherfucking snowflake with your snowflake ass. You played 23 minutes. You only got 7 points. A couple of rebounds. You didn't do anything. Horrible. TJ Warren, today, you's a motherfucking snowflake with your old snowflake ass, and I'm not going to roster your bitch ass again. Let's get on with the rest of the motherfucking show. Now, we're going to be rocking from RotoQL as we normally are. Y'all know how we get down, man. This is the site that I like to use. I love to use this site in terms of building my lineups and optimization. Just the overall way it's set up. So we're going to roll through. We're going to generate our initial player pool. Then we're going to meet back here, I believe at 5:30 today, where we can chop up the slate, break it down into the entirety, build some lineups for us to use rolling into tonight's games. And if you wanted to get down with that, man, it's easy, man. You go to the website, www.dfssweatshop.com. Very simple. You get up in there, and upon your pay subscription, you scroll down to the bottom, which says Join Now. You got 2 options. You get $14.99 per month, or you can join us for a whole year, which is going to take you into baseball. It's going to take you to baseball for $119.99. Awesome. So very easy to be a part of the crew, man, and do what we do. So let's go ahead. And it's 50 cents a day. It's a half a cup of coffee, baby. 50 cents a day. 2 punk ass quarters. It's all it requires. You know what I'm saying? That's all it requires. So let's get it in, man. First game we got is going to be the Cleveland Cavaliers going to Atlanta to take on the Hawks. 216-point total here. The Cleveland Cavs are giving up 7.5. That's going to make the Atlanta Hawks a home dog. There's a lot of fight in the home dog. Who can we jump into right now? And it's got to be at 7.5. Dennis Schroeder looks to be the most playable cat from the Atlanta side. Gotta love him. Now, we are dealing with a couple of injuries. We've got Luke Babbitt as a game-time decision. Dwayne Dedmon should be out for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Mike Muscala is probably going to be out for quite some time. That's going to put into play cats like Ersan Ilyasova. It's definitely going to put into play John Collins, who is a young... for me, John Collins and his penchant for picking up fouls, man, especially with Kevin Love, a guy that can be very active at the rim, who can also step outside and shoot a three-point shot. I think he's going to push John Collins for a loop and have him kind of loopy and all over the place. So I'm not sure that I love John Collins at 5.5 when I know that I could get some solid minutes from some of the cheaper guys, especially Ersan Ilyasova at 3.7. This is the play that can separate you in tournaments. Like the Ilyasova play, people are not really gonna play that, bro. That is the shit that can separate you, especially if we have Luke Babbitt out. Kent Bazemore, yes, at 5.4. Kent is alive and well to me. I am gonna have some Kent Bazemore. I can get playing Taurean Prince here at 4.8. Very cheap price there for him. Corver going back to ATL. Oh my God, y'all are these narratives, boy. Y'all are these narratives. y'all stay on narrative street now. But I can dig it. I can dig it. LeBron, of course, he's in play. 11-7 for the big homie. Looks to be basic. That's good. Kevin Love here at 8K. I think he's going to be playable in this matchup. We look at the bench. Dwayne Wade. I'm not playing Dwayne Wade, man. 3 games in 4 nights. I'm not playing Dwayne Wade. He's old as fuck, and he's not going to do... I don't think he's going to do that well. Jeff Green is in play at 3.8 for me, though. Kind of like Jeff Green. Next game we got is going to be the Philadelphia 76ers going to Boston to take on the Celtics. Now, we know already that the homie is out. Embiid, we already know Embiid is out, right? Embiid is not going to be starting. Oh, yo, LBJ after the ejection... did y'all look at that? Did y'all see the LeBron James ejection? Did y'all see that? Let's take a look. I don't know if y'all saw the LeBron James ejection, because it was kind of silly. It was kind of silly. It was kind of silly. Okay, this is it. This is it right here.
That's his first career ejection. And I couldn't tell if he touched him.
I couldn't tell that.
I don't think he did.
I couldn't tell you the angle either. Well, if he didn't touch him, there was a lot of choice words.
This is Twitter. Okay.
Let's watch from this angle. No, I don't think he touched him.
No.
So get out of here, LeBron. So that was the LeBron ejection, and I mean, did he have to throw him out? It's just questionable, but he threw him out anyway. And because of that, I think LeBron can come back and have an awesome game. So moving on to Philadelphia and Boston, there's no over-under here yet because, of course, they already know that T.J. McConnell is out here. We know that, I'm going to take him out. Yeah, T.J. McConnell's out. Markelle Fultz, of course, is out. Justin Anderson is out. Embiid is out. So everybody's going to come into play here. People are gonna say this because like some revenge narrative with Amir Johnson going back to Boston, but he's 3.8. I wouldn't call it a revenge thing. It's just the dude might be comfortable playing against some of those cats. He's played against a lot of those cats in practice, especially last season. He was just with them. So Amir Johnson, yes, is a guy we're gonna take a look at. As is Rashawn Holmes. I think that Jared Bayless, somebody who we have to take a look at in this spot. Ben Simmons, of course, at 9.3. The price is down some. I like that. We're going to get Robert Covington at 6.2. That's going to look to be usable, as is Dario Saric. The only guy that I don't absolutely really like, only guy that I don't really like is going to be Redick. And remember, bro, we can attack. We can definitely attack Boston rebounding the basketball. If you don't remember, the last game Boston played, Andre Drummond went ham and had like 26 boards against him. So whoever comes out playing center or like the most prolific rebounder from the Philadelphia side is a guy that we should definitely be looking at. Definitely. Definitely. As far as the Boston Celtics go, we've got Kyrie Irving at 8.4. Of course, that makes him playable. Al Horford 6.8. I like that price there. I can definitely get behind that. Not so big on Tatum, but I think Jaylen Brown is easily in play, as is Terry Rozier, maybe some Marcus Smart at 5.2. I kind of like that. Next game we got is going to be Chicago Bulls going to Denver to take on the Nuggets. And it's funny because it's an 11.5-point differential. The total was 208. But Chicago has been playing a little bit better as of late. They really have been. So only backup for Bayless is yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Going back to that, did I highlight Bayless? Yes, okay, good. Yeah, because without Timothy Wabu Cabarro too, he could get some solid minutes too. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, back to Chicago and Denver. Denver's going to be at the crib here. Jokic at 9.1. Of course, that makes him playable. Absolutely love Gary Harris. I like Jamal Murray here. Juancho at 3.7 looks to be very usable, especially if he gets to start. Love me some Juancho. On the other side, I can definitely look to Denzel Valentine here at 5.8. We can attack Denver on the perimeter in the guard spot. So you look at Denzel Valentine, you look at Chris Dunn at 6K, one of my favorite point guard players on the slate, actually. And I don't love Justin Holiday. I don't love Jerry Grant, but I do think Holiday is in play. And I want you to have a look at Bobby Portis 2 at 5K. Marketing 6.4 looks to be usable as well. There's a lot of shit. This could be a game stack. Because people are going to, if right now, if I had to be like, what game do you go to game stack? Who do you go to game stack? People would be like, I would game stack Cleveland, Atlanta. But I think Chicago, Denver could be a real nice game stack. And I don't really believe in that 11.5-point total. Because Denver has not been playing awesome. They just haven't. You know what I'm saying? Simmons only had 33 last time against Boston. That's coming from the homie Alex Owens. Barton's usage has been down the last few games, even with Chandler and Millsap. That is true, man. You haven't seen a lot of them. And that's why I don't feel like I have to go too deep on the bench in the spot. I like the starters here. I think I can condense the starters on both squads and make a solid line there. Next game we got is going to be the Milwaukee Bucks going to Portland to take on the Trailblazers. I want to take a look at Giannis, man, how well he's done against the homies. Let's take a look. I had a feeling he just killed him. He dropped 67 against him, and this is a little bit early in the season before Bledsoe came over. But you kind of still gotta like him. You still gotta like him. I think we get Al-Farouq Aminu back too in this one. And if Al-Farouq Aminu is covering Giannis, that's gonna take a little bit of luster off him for me actually. And actually, it's gonna put Al-Farouq in play for me if he is getting a start because he's only 4.6, and he should see a lot of defensive usage guarding Giannis. I'm gonna take a look at Al-Farouq and see what they're saying about him. Aminu, he said he'll return for Thursday's game. Versus, okay, well we gotta find out if he's gonna be on a minutes limit of some sort. We gotta take a look. Dame, yes, give me some Dame. Eric Bledsoe, one of the worst point guards in the league, defending. So I think Dame is squarely in play here. Even CJ McCollum at 6.7. Yo, this is the time where you can play them both. This is a time when you can play, Dame McCullough, but you can play the backcourt. 202-point total. I like that. It's condensed. The 202 total, I kind of trust that. I don't think it's going to be an overly high-scoring game. I do trust the fact that, they're saying it's a -2.5 differential, so I think the game is going to stay close. With that being said, you're going to get 4 quarters of Dame and CJ. I could play both of those cats, man. I've got no issue, man. I like that. I kind of like that. Nurkic, he is in play for me at 6.7. I don't love him, but he's in play. I don't absolutely love him. If I make my lineups and I don't have Nurkic in it, and I make 10 lineups and I've got no Nurkic, I'm not gonna be like, oh shit, I gotta go get some Nurkic. I'm not gonna be like that. You know what I'm saying? But Dame and CJ, of course. Bledsoe at 6.8 kind of can return the favor against them, and I love the fact that Chris Middleton is so cheap at 6.5. Man, I can get behind that definitely. Malcolm Brogdon at 5K. Not a big fan of his. But on a 5-game slate, you got to find the value somewhere. And he's only 5K. Could get some solid minutes. They're going to come times when Tony Snell is not going to be on the court. They're going to need some scoring. You're going to see Malcolm Brogdon in that spot. So I can definitely use him. Evan Turner at 3.9. The price is going down on him. But with Al-Farouq Aminu coming back, I don't think that's a guy that I can get to. I'm going to highlight Aminu too at 4.6 just to be sure. Pat Connaughton at 3.4. Sneaky play. Yeah, but except Aminu might come back and start, so we have to find out exactly what's going to be going on with that one. So I've got Giannis, Bledsoe, and Middleton with a little bit of Malcolm Brogdon sprinkled up in there. I can get behind that one. Let's go. Last game on the slate. It's going to be the Utah Jazz going to Los Angeles to take on the Clippers. This is one of those funny games, okay? Because the very first thing that people are going to think when you look at the Blake Griffin injury, first thing you're going to say is, oh my God, who is starting for Blake Griffin? I must start that guy. Well, the first thing I want you to do is look at who it benefits, who Blake Griffin not being on the court benefits the most, and that's on both sides, okay? And I'm gonna tell you, the single biggest beneficiary, in my opinion, to Blake Griffin not being on the court here is going to be Derek Favors at 6.6. I absolutely love Derek Favors. He's been on somewhat of a tear over the last few games, so definitely can take a look at him. Donovan Mitchell at 6.9, another guy that I feel is fairly usable. Joe Ingles at 4.9. Yes, you can take a look there. Don't really love Ricky Rubio, but if I had to play him, I would at 5.7. Lou Williams, absolutely not playable for me on FanDuel. He's 8K on FanDuel. Absolutely not playable on FanDuel. But on DraftKings, if you wanted to play him, I could see him picking up some more of the scoring load for Blake Griffin. Wesley Johnson, man, automatically jumps off of the page to us. A guy that's going to have to score some points and play some extra minutes. So, you might even look to, like, Willie Reed at minimum salary. Sam Decker at 3.5. Like, these guys are going to have to get some minutes, man. They're going to have to get some minutes. They're going to have to get some minutes. So, those are definitely guys that you can look to. DeAndre Jordan. Like, who is setting up DeAndre Jordan? Nobody. Nobody. And I'm not going to play him in a slow-paced game against the Utah Jazz anyway. Pour some Rubio on me. Okay, I get it. Yeah, I do like Rubio. Then you got Rodney Hood, who's going to be a game-time decision, along with Raul Neto. Of course, you already know Gobert, Joe Johnson. Those guys are already out. So this might put Alec Burks in play as well at 3.6. So this is our player pool for the day, man. We've got a fair amount of guys that we like. I can dig it. We're going to get inside the sweatshop at 5:30, lock it up. 5 games, the coach's son. The coach's son. I hate playing him, but he is in play. Yeah, I kind of like Decker, though. Remember, we had to lean on Decker a couple times last year against Houston, and he was pretty good. So that's what we got, man. That's going to be our player pool for today. Meet me in the VIP. Let's powwow at 5:30. We're going to chop it up, build some lines, and probably not like a established core. Probably not an established core, but we're gonna be stacking some stuff, man. We'll be stacking some stuff. So this has been your homie, the DFS Jerusalem. You can follow me on Twitter at DFS Jerusalem. Make sure if you're not a part of the sweatshop, man, come on in, man. We would love to have you. The strengthened numbers, the more the merrier. Shout out to everybody that did well last night. If you didn't, get with us today. Let's make this back. I just want to thank y'all for being a part of this thing, man. Much love to y'all. Peace. We are out. This is the DFS Sweatshop where we keep it real, we keep it honest, and we always keep it 300. Peace. We out.